For very small t, at the very beginning, and for very small k t to the power n is much less than 1, then we can write Fv equal to k t to the power n. So there is no impingement, the extended volume fraction is equal to your real volume fraction. And this equation can be very simply got, because ultimately what our main equation, one of the basic equation is this one. So somehow we have to find out Fvx. And what is Fvx? Fvx, how we were finding out? That whatever volume of the phase, alpha phase we are talking about, okay, alpha, after certain time t, whatever the volume was, multiplied by I delta O for the nuclei which formed at tau. Then we integrated it from 0 to t. Okay, so this is number of nuclei formed at tau per unit volume of the solution, multiplied by those nuclei volume when they grow after a certain time. This is our Fvx finding, and it's very easy. If it is nuclei is very large, that means at the beginning only there was certain n naught. There were certain n naught. Those are growing immediately. So I do not need, and there is no new nuclei forming. So we do not need to have this integration 0 to tau. 0 to tau came because of the nuclei kept on forming along that time scale. It formed here, it formed like raindrop kept on happening. But here in this case of nuclei very large, so there was n naught, and those grew to this. So n naught is the number of nuclei per unit volume. So Vt, what is Vt? 4/3 pi r cube. Pi r cube meaning r is g multiplied by t. So that is Fvx. So V will be 1 minus exponential minus of this minus 4/3 pi g cube n naught t cube, which is this one. So very simply we can get that one. In that transformation, if we take values and put, Fv is very small at the beginning, at t small. Fv is very and it like not Fv, the dFv dt, that is the transformation rate, that is very small at the beginning and the end. So it will give you a sigmoidal curve. When you plot Fv versus time in log scale, you will get a sigmoidal curve. Find out experimentally the value of n and k. What you will do?
For different action transform.
At a particular temperature, isothermally, you measure Fv. You measure Fv for different time. Then what will you do?
Plot the log.
Plot what by what?
Log Fv.
If you plot log Fv,
Double log.
why double log?
Get it to get it slow.
If you take ln Fv, what is coming? Is it ln Fv? ln 1 minus Fv. Okay, ln 1 minus Fv, what is? ln 1 minus Fv equal to minus k e to the power n. Then what you will draw? Double log. So you will take another time log ln of ln 1 minus Fv, or you will take minus here and minus to the power minus 1 equal to ln k plus n ln t. So what you will plot? Experimentally what you will plot? ln of ln 1 over 1 minus mv. Here log time. What you will get? A straight line whose slope will give you L. Or is it this type of slope or positive slope? Positive slope. This will give you L. From the intercept you will get K. It has been found that over the temperature range, many of these transformations which follow Zemack equation, over the temperature range of experimental temperature range, they remain isokinetic. What does it mean?
Same kind.
That means that n does not vary much. So n is much less sensitive to temperature. Only K varies. And if K varies, then in that plot, say this is one temperature, your at a particular temperature T1. If you go to a higher temperature, where the other curve will be in this plot? Depends on how your nucleation and growth change. So growth rate change. So it depends on the position of the nose with respect to this temperature. If you are in a plot of time temperature plot,